It's New York City morning. Let's get started. All right. Meet up with a friend for breakfast and have meetings all day, and then flying back to San Francisco. And at some point, I really need to actually talk about this vlog. So, you're gonna be on my vlog, right?
My favorite person.
How are you? Alright. Yeah, you know, it takes like a while to get used to staring at a camera all the time, but then you get used to it because it's like, yeah, that is my,
Oh my gosh,
oh my gosh, that's my guy. Hi. All right, I'll see you later.
All right. Good seeing you, TK.
Glad I know you were here already. What's up, everybody? This is TK. Man, the city's just absolutely insane today. It's just traffic everywhere. I've been 20 minutes late to almost every meeting. I've got a new set of meetings for Marketo today. I'm in New York. And if you saw my last blog, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on talking about growth strategies for businesses. In this episode, I'm going to tell you about one of the biggest impediments to growth. And it's not what you think. It actually has less to do with the business, and it has more to do with the entrepreneur or the business leader. That's one of the biggest impediments to growth. So I'm going to talk about it. It's just a little bit of a crazy day, so I'm going to need to take care of a meeting now, and then we're going to find a quiet spot, and we're going to talk about growth. It's a crazy day. Also, here, check out Grandson. All right, let's go take care of meetings first. Meetings are done. I've got about 2 meetings left. Almost done with New York. Switched into my travel clothes. I finally have a few minutes to actually do the vlog. It's like my favorite hotel. It's so cool. Like, check this out. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, I'm dedicating this whole vlog into growing businesses now. Think about growth. Think about your wildest dreams of the amount of growth that you would want your business to see. Maybe you sell cupcakes and you want to sell 1 million cupcakes next month. Maybe you have a software business and you want 100,000 users joining next month. All right? So think about all those things. Now, before you even think about growth strategy, before you think about how many users and how you're going to get them and marketing strategy and all of that, before you do any of that, sit down, take a blank piece of paper, take a pen, and write down all the things that you like cringe about, that you think are going to go wrong if 1 million users signed up for your site tomorrow, if 1,000 customers lined up outside your door tomorrow. Every business owner, every business leader, entrepreneur goes through this. As you think about growth, you start to think about all the things that can go wrong, the things that won't scale, the things you're doing that are unscalable. You just do. And those are the things that hold you back. So just write down all the things that are going to go wrong. Every single one. The servers are going to crash. The user experience is not going to be great. All of it. And stare at that list and realize that it's probably true, but that shouldn't stop you from growing your business. The only way you can actually stress test your business, grow it, strengthen it, is if you lean into those things that are going to go wrong and embrace it. And that's the one thing that every single business owner gets wrong. They start to push away growth because they're afraid of those little things going wrong, and they keep saying, no, let me just fix this, let me fix that, and then I'll get into it. That's not the way to do it. And I'll explain why. The one thing that's common that holds back growth for every business, no matter what, is the entrepreneur itself. And that's the main thing I want you to start thinking about. Before you even think about building a growth strategy for your business on how you're going to grow it, how you're going to expand it, how do you strengthen the core of the business, before you think about any of those things, the main thing you want to start thinking about is, are you ready for the growth? Are you going to welcome the growth into the business? I remember in the early days of scaling ToutApp, I had all kinds of blockers that I had in my mind that stopped growth. I was afraid that the servers would crash. I was afraid that a million people would find the software, but the onboarding wouldn't quite be right. I was worried that we didn't have the right support people, the right renewal process, the right sales process. I was worried of getting a lot of people at the front door and getting a lot of awareness because I just didn't feel like I was ready. I wasn't ready to take on that growth, forget my business. And one of the things that I try to get entrepreneurs to think about is, if you're gonna go after growth for your business, if you're gonna go plan out a growth strategy, if you're gonna put in bets to actually invest into the business and grow it, you yourself have to first get ready. You have to sit down and be able to visualize what it means if you have 1,000 customers today, what it means to have 20,000 or 100,000 customers. If you are thinking that 100,000 people will sign up and your servers will crash, you have to mentally be prepared that, yeah, that might happen, and we'll do our best to prepare. But it's okay, we're never gonna be perfect, but we should still chase the growth anyway. All of these things I say because we put all these limitations in our minds, whether we realize it or not, and we push away growth. And the one common thing I've seen in growth strategies for businesses is that the entrepreneur has to first, or the business leader has to first mentally prepare for the growth. Has to be okay for a few things to break, has to be okay to not get everything right. And they have to mentally prepare that, okay, we may not have all the answers, but we're still gonna lean in and grow. And then you can course correct, and you'll fix, and you'll learn, and you'll adapt, and you'll strengthen. Those things will come, but the thing that stops most businesses from even going down the path of taking on growth is the entrepreneur or the business leader themselves not actually leaning in on it. So that's what I wanted to share today. I'm gonna go head to the airport. I'm TK. Thanks for watching this episode. And in future episodes, I'm gonna dig more into how to build a growth strategy for your business so you can grow. This is Unstoppable. See you next time.